Hey boys and girls, this is Mr. Garcia coming at you again with another lesson. I'm sorry my video for some reason didn't upload last week. For the other grade levels, I made a YouTube video, which this one is. And I don't know what went wrong with the video. I tried to fix it and it just didn't work. But hopefully this one will go much better. Today we're talking about 3/4 time signature. Now, let me tell you what that is before I continue talking about this song. So, in previous songs that we've studied and learned, usually there's a 4 right here, not a 3. So there's a 4 and a 4. Okay, and all that means is that in each um, measure, there is a total number of 4 beats. And so there's a 4-beat pattern. And we talked a little bit about this actually whenever we learned drum set. I'm sure you remember about a month ago we were studying drum set and the pattern was kick, snare, kick, snare. I'm sure you remember that. Well, actually it's a pattern of 2, but we still because it's American music, we typically assign it 4 beats in a pattern. But this is different. This is not 4 beats in one pattern. This is 3 beats in a pattern. So let me show you what that means. This bar line right here, this is called a bar line. And this is another bar line right here. And those bar lines signify where the pattern starts and where the pattern ends. Okay? So here's one beat, here's another beat, and here's the third beat inside of the bar line. So that's how you measure that. Now, here's one and the second beat, and these are 2 eighth notes, which equal 1 beat. So there's 1, 2, and then the third beat is right there. And then you can see the song follows the same pattern. So there's 1 beat, the second beat, and the third beat, okay? So that's what the 3/4 pattern means. The top number means how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number, I'd explain it to you right now, but it might confuse you, especially since you're not in front of me to ask me questions or whatnot. But basically, the bottom number means quarter note, which this is a quarter note. You might remember it as a taw, okay? So basically, it means 3 taws or 3 quarter notes, okay? But the main number we're focusing on is the one up here, which is the third beat, okay? So, with that said, we're using Home on the Range. Now, I've always loved this song. I don't know why, so that's why I picked this song to show you. I was trying to look up songs that are in 3/4 meter signature. And, once we get into the song, you'll see how this song has kind of like a swaying kind of feel to it. When you hear a song in 3/4, we call it a waltz, by the way, and waltz is a type of dance. It's also a type of song written. But when you hear a waltz or a song in 3/4, you feel like swaying, okay? Which is what you do in a waltz, you know? You just kind of want to sway back and forth. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me actually play this song for you a little bit. I have my piano right here, and I'm just gonna play the notes that are given right here. So it's okay. So that's the melody, and then the other part of the melody goes like this. So that's the melody. I'm sure you recognize the song now. So let me go back to the first page of it. And now let's just sing the words to it. I'm just going to sing by myself. You don't have to copy me. You have to sing along with me. You can just listen. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom's oh, come on. I'm sorry. Well, seldom's heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. And ironically enough, today is a cloudy day. It's all rainy and yucky outside. I think the last time I recorded, it was like that. What is it with me recording on cloudy days? Anyways, I love this song. I don't know why. I know it's very much an American folk song, but it does have that 3/4. Okay. So this time, I want you to join me. You're not gonna sing just yet. Okay. So right now, I want you to pat your lap one time. Ready? And go. Okay, very good. Do that one more time for me. Ready? And go. Very good. Simple, right? Okay, so that's going to be beat 1, okay? But we're going to do something on all the beats. So we're missing 2 beats. This is beats 2 and 3 now. On beats 2 and 3, we're going to make the motion clap. Okay, so that's 2, 3. So remember, on beat 1, we're patting our lap. And then on beats 2 and 3, we're clapping. So it's going to go like this. Pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap. I want you to join me right now. We're not going to sing the song. Just make that clapping pattern for me right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, go. Pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap. Okay, you can stop. And as you can see already, it makes you kind of want to do that, right? Okay, cool. So this time, I do want you to join in with me. I'll actually play my piano. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom's heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom's heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. All right, so I don't know if you saw me, but you definitely heard me. I'm playing my little keyboard here that I have at the house. This time, instead of me just you singing along and me playing the piano, this time we're going to sing the same song. And I'm going to do my best to switch pages here, but it is a little difficult with what we're going to do. But we're going to do the pat clap pattern that we just did. So it's going to be a 3/4 pattern. Pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap, pat, clap, clap. And what that's going to do is show you how that pattern fits with the words and the lyrics, okay? So this, again, is called a 3/4 time signature, okay? It's very special music. Okay, so let's try it. You can start singing when I start singing. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom's heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, and seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Okay, so if you did that, It's a little tough, right? Okay, so this should tell you what goes into being a musician when a musician has to accompany himself while singing. Okay, just think of any musician that you know that plays an instrument while he's singing. The first one that comes to mind is Bruno Mars. He's famous for singing those ballads, or not ballads, but he plays keyboard and he sings. He's a great songwriter, and he has to do that. So if you think it's hard doing this while singing this song, just imagine throwing chords in there, or something like that, or rhythm or something like that. We're just doing a repetitive pattern, clapping pattern, okay? Now, before I leave you today, let's do that one more time, and I'll even slow it down a little in case you had a tough time. You can start with me, clap, clap, and sing with me. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. All right, very good. Boys and girls, this week your turn-in process on Google Classroom is going to be a little different. Last week we had a lot of people have difficulty, recording their videos and uploading them and things of that sort. And then I had difficulty. So this week, all you have to do is get a parent to press turn in that you actually did the assignment and sang with me and clapped with me and did all that stuff and learned about 3/4. Okay, so as a recap, we studied 3/4 time signature. It's going to be on the first page of every song. Notice that it does not say 3/4 on any other page but the first page. It only says it on that first stave. Okay, that's what these are called, staves. Okay, and it means 3 beats in a pattern. The song we used, the song that you learned how to sing, and hopefully you were singing, big and beautiful like I make you do in class. There's nobody around to be embarrassed of, singing next to. And it is a beautiful melody. It's a beautiful tune. One of my favorite American folk songs, Home on the Range. Of course, there's other verses, but we just learned the short condensed version. The Home on the Range is a famous American folk song in 3/4, but there are others, and we will revisit this, okay? So go ahead and show your parents that you completed this, and then you could just click the turn in thing, so that way I can mark and notate that you actually did it and give you credit for it, okay? All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me today. I'll have another lesson for you next week on Monday. And this week, if you did not get enough music, there is that little Fun with Music tab on Google Classroom. And it's just an open, extended thing. You don't even have to do it. You don't have to turn in anything. You don't have to show me you did anything. But it's a bingo sheet, but I like to call it a choice board. And it gives you choices on other musical activities to do, okay? But of course, if you have an iPad, you can mess around with Google Classroom, and then maybe you could email me your work. That would be cool. I'm sorry, I said Google Classroom right now. I meant GarageBand. You can mess around with GarageBand. If you don't have an iPad device with GarageBand, you can mess with Music Lab, I believe it's called, on Google. Google Music Lab. Mess around with that. And then there's other things online that are listed on there. There's different activities, like take a song that you know and then write your own lyrics to them. That's something musical, okay? So make sure to share with me the things that you're doing that are musical, okay? Just because it's not an assignment doesn't mean I don't want to hear from you. So anyways, I hope you boys and girls are doing well. Make sure to wash your hands. Try to stay indoors if possible at all costs. So not only for the fact that you don't get sick, because we care about you. We don't want you sick, but also that you're not spreading the disease. Okay, because if you contract any disease, you're able to spread it to other people that you're around and you love, and we don't want that. Okay, so I hope you guys are well. Stay safe. God bless, and take care. And I'll see you next time.